this. Now, if they're going to prioritize this conservation of natural ecosystems, now they need to have a plan. Because if they just explain it as putting it as in front of other measures, just making it the priority, but how are they going to make it the priority? They need to explain how this is going to be a priority. What ways are they going to use? What policies are going to be in place? They say they're the government, and no government acts without policies. Now they're saying that we just need to prioritize because it's life. They just come about like I just want to bring to your attention, dear judges, that life, it's the basic of all things. But we don't need to prioritize this in order to just to just combat climate change. Now, dear judges, we are fighting climate change. The motion did not say that we are going to forget conservation. It's like if we don't prioritize, it doesn't mean we're going to forget. No, it just means that we are going to take care of it, but not in a prioritized way, because we have many things to fight against. Just putting this aside. Now, dear judges, I'd like to bring to your attention what we call hard to abate sectors. Dear judges, hard to abate sectors are these sectors that produce large amounts of emissions to the atmosphere. In this, for example, we have industry and transport, heavy transport sectors. Now, these are two major emitters, adding agriculture, of course. Now, dear judges, they are major emitters, and they contribute so much to climate change. Now, if we just go on prioritizing, as they say, just putting our mind on the conservation of natural ecosystem, while forgetting that the natural ecosystem itself is affected by these emissions from hard to abate sectors, now they are on the wrong path. What we should be doing is not prioritizing. Yes, we should be included in the measures to fight climate change, because of course, after all, it's affected by climate change. But what the world should really be fighting is finding ways to just get to zero carbon emissions by a specified time. That is, they have a plan. Now, dear judges, wait. As these are large emissions, if we just prioritize that and forget, as I was saying, and forget combating these hard to abate sectors, then conservation will be for nothing. If you're going to conserve something and then you let something that is going to destroy it survive, then you just it's like drinking medicine and then going back to the source of the disease. It's like eating food and it's like eating medicine and then go back to eat dirt. Dear judges, that is not acceptable. Now, if you are
you have said that conserving our ecosystem, it is just nothing. But
no, I never said this.
You have what you get.
I am saying.
We are not engaging not only to conserve and protect your environment and let others activities we have.
But that's what he made clear.
But we have to put it
when he was here, he said that we have to put it first because it's life. He kept on talking about life. He told us that we have to live. And yet he was forgetting the most important thing. You can't protect something and then yet let what is affecting it survive. Now they're planning needed to conclude that. And when he came here, judges, before I forget, he came prove his answer to the POI. My colleague asked him at POI saying, what is the maximum gain from this? Is it for the diversity of climate change? Is it climate change? But his comment never proved that his plan or what he was saying was going to just get the maximum profit of combating climate change. What he kept on saying was life. Now, I don't see in any way how life is connected to climate change. If they're not going to prove to us how conservation and protection of natural ecosystem is going to help combat climate change, they're not taking this debate. Now, I stand here and tell them that you just need to prove to me, you need to prove to the judge, to everyone in this room, that conservation of natural ecosystems is in any way connected to combating climate change. If not, you will not take this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, judges. My name is Amshaka Singh. Yes, the secretary to the conclusion said that what way we will not to start the conservation and the protection of climate change. I'm not sure that we can do anything in that only the river life. Why can we do that without protecting that river life? That's the most thing for us. We say that the climate change is the most problem with this app, and it's matter of problem in that app. You are the all problem related to the climate change. Firstly, mostly we have to they protect the climate change by surviving. Also, like you try to answer to find the way. The way we want to get is prioritizing the conservation and the protection of that ecosystem to combat the climate change. Also, it's going to be prioritizing of mobilization and protection to the people and teach our people the good effect of using the eco-friendly technology like the material like solar panels. Also, breathing some of the grounds in the homes with using the trees instead of using using blocks like other grounds. But the blocks is not the something that can help our planet to help to combat the climate change. Other things our problem we're facing back is the climate change. Also, is the matter of our problem as I've been saying. Precision and conservation of natural ecosystem is to save our public lives. We can do anything without life. Also, no life, no business as I say. We have to have SDG, Sustainable Development Goal set by UN to combat about the climate action set by the I think 13. Yes. Also in Rwanda, let's come in Rwanda as background. Rwanda Utilization and Irrigation Authority said that in the 2003 in Rwanda life expectancy of youth is 18 years point 5. But in the research of last year 2022, we are sure that life is extending about this of the 72 means that our mandatory offense is decreasing very. It's not the last effect of climate change. Yes.
We just say our life expectancy is in the law. So what's the potential cause of this?
It's also about the impact of climate change. But that's why we want to protect that and to conserve the ecosystem in order to combat that problem related to the global warming, fruits, and it related to the destruction of other properties like in Rwanda. It is related to the economic function of country. Yes, our plan is to in World Bank said the 2 trillion to help the combat about the climate change. We can help use that money for the combat the other climate change as priority, as I will say. Yes. Any problem?
No, the problem is. So you're using this 2 trillion from all the time. What are you using it for? Which way are you?
Firstly is to plant trees in order to defeat the greenhouse gases that caused by climate change in the atmosphere. Also is to mobilize the people using the eco-friendly technology which don't harm the environment. Other questions? Yes, thank you.
Okay, good. Getting back to their points. One, as they came here debate, I want to point out one because their biggest point of clash. Their biggest clashing argument was actually about life. Their first people came here emphasizing that the ecosystem is our origin of life. Yes, I believe to that. And the second speaker also came and added on to that, saying rural reported decreasing life expectancy due to climate change. So their biggest point of clash in this debate, what is it? It is about life. They are here to debate about biodiversity, not to debate about climate change. The motion today is saying this household would prioritize conservation and protection of the natural ecosystem so as to combat climate change. The biggest need for the prioritization and of protection and conservation of natural ecosystem is to combat climate change, not to look for the maximum biodiversity gains. This is what I want to bring to you on table today. So I want you to link how the life expectancy you are fighting for is connected to climate change. You said climate change is causing the low on life expectancy. So I want you to show me how you are solving that by planting trees. You say you have 2 trillion from World Bank to plant trees and mobilization. Trust me, the World Bank cannot give you 2 trillion for a project of planting trees and mobilization in any area. Trust me, the World Bank, as said again, is not giving you 2 trillion to plant trees. The tree was less than 100 Rwanda francs. How many trees are you going to plant so that you consume 2 trillion? And which guarantee do you have from the World Bank that you get in the funds to do this project of yours, which is totally nothing? To put this aside, I want to welcome you to my side. What is my side? Look here. My first speaker told you of what people they had that are base sectors. What are the hardest are base sectors? They are the most vulnerable sectors in what we call climate change. These sectors are stronger than the natural ecosystems you are fighting for. These sectors are right now in the heart of our base sectors. For example, we have the heavy duty road transport, aviation, shipping, and in the industry we have the cement industry, and we have plastics and chemicals. These sectors are so far in the past years they have released 10 gigatons of carbon equivalent in the past 20 years. But by 2050, they will have released by more 96 gigatons of carbon equivalent. It means there is an addition of 86%. I mean 86 gigatons, which is more than 860 times what they are actually bringing. Wait a minute. What they are bringing right now. And what are we guys doing? We are not prioritizing the conservation of natural ecosystems, but we are prioritizing the fight against the hardest urban sectors because they are the most vulnerable sectors in climate change. And what are we doing with it?
We already have some policies that are great, but we want to decide them. Show me these are the policies that are
I want to tell you why the natural ecosystems cannot fight the hardest urban sectors. How do the natural ecosystem work? They actually sequestrate carbon from the atmosphere and store it underground. The hardest urban sectors are increasing in the amount of carbon they are producing day by day, which means that they are outcoming the capacity of the natural ecosystem to store carbon. It means in the future days, the natural ecosystem will have no capacity. So let us fight against what is causing the emission, not how to solve the emissions. Let us fight what is causing the problem, not how to solve the already there problem.
You said that outside is coming on the lab level, but lab is no longer with the climate. Do you know number of people that do to the group?
I will answer you later. So let me tell you, we guys are deploying technologies that are coming here to put the hardest affected sectors away from risk. And in our technologies, the technologies are already here. They exist in the heavy duty road transport. We are stopping using trucks. We are using the rail trains, which are speed, and they are already existing down here. And what else we are doing?
My name is I'm here as a second speaker. Yes, first of all, let me start for the second speaker. He said that there is some that causes some give trillions into the sky. Yes, that is, they want that can fight those things that causes some emissions in the sky. What they wanted to say, they wanted to fight those things that cause emissions. These are some measures that will help us to fight and preserving and even to conserving our natural ecosystem. Do you understand together? It is understandable. Yes? Also, you are saying that some material that we are getting from banks, how we are using for plant relief. The question you have, I know, you are wondering on yourself that where money will be paid. But the question is not money. If you have a good life, money you can do other things that have a profit. Question that we have. You said that climate change is not linked with the deep extinct that they say. But we say deep extinct in that shows you that some effect of climate change is shows that we are having some, wait a moment, some effects that will help us to lose our life. You are wondering about other business, but without climate change. The question that we have on the world that we want to solve on the world, first of all, wait a moment. First of all, is climate change. Climate change is the mother of all events that we have on the world. You understand? Yes, it is understandable. Yes,
Mikey or I was saying, to make my work simple, can you please give me the link between your case and climate change mitigation?
Yes, sir. For example, climate change, it is a big question that wondering have. That is why we said about the life. If you don't have life, you will not learn other businesses.
So,
wait a moment, it is pretty sad. Yes, what you can do? What you can do? We must prioritize our climate, we must prioritize our ecosystem firstly, because they are judged. For example, some health cares, they do some medicines from the plant. If you don't have plant, you will not make some medicines. Also, others they make business of having some animals and making them for transporting, for selling them. But if you don't have life, if the climate change causes some diseases to those animals, you will not run that business. Wait a moment. That is why we say that what of all we must prioritize the conservation and protection of climate change.
What's the current status of the degradation of the natural ecosystems in Rwanda?
Again?
Do you have anything to support the degradation of the natural ecosystems in Rwanda? Because the government already has policies that are concerning the natural ecosystems.
What you want to say right now, those policies are regulated. But what you want to say, it is not possible very well. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Michelle, the speaker from the opposition side that votes this motion 100%. First of all, you based everything on life. You're talking about life, that everything, your whole debate is only based on life. And I want you to understand this is how it's not working out, okay? So, first of all, you say that the first speaker saying the natural ecosystem is also includes the animals and the plants and whatever, it's source of food, it's source of shelter. And I want you to, my second speaker, even the first speaker, they can have talked about what we call hydrogen industry or sector. Can you understand that? When we talked about that, we're talking about industries in other sectors, including the transportation too. And I wonder if what method, I was waiting for you guys to at least be here and tell me that we're bringing this on board. Probably we're planning to do this, we're using this method so that even I don't think planting trees will be enough, okay, for supporting the plants, for supporting the industries in the transport sector. I don't know what method you'll be using actually. I was waiting for you to say that, which you never said. And that made me wonder, how is your plan, what is your plan so far? You've never mentioned that, okay? I expected you guys to say so. But, again, no blaming, so, you go ahead.
Yes. The reason why I expect this is like, because you know why we are combating climate change. Climate change is the source of our day. Okay? As long as you don't combat with the climate change.
Let me give you why it's over. Do you know the importance of transport industries? Do you remember what we used to be when we had transport? No industries. You know the disease. You know even the medicine used at hospital is produced in an industry. Okay? And I wonder, what hour are you going to use? Excuse you. And then we go with another one. Okay, that's enough. Okay? And then you can hear me when you talked about your source, which is underground water. And this is your method of probably maintaining the ecosystem and of course conserving it. And I wonder if that will be enough if other residents are going to use the underground water to survive. That's impossible. We don't even have that in Rwanda. If we did, which we do, it would be less. And you also talk about, yes, I do agree. We do support this saving of people's lives, saving people's life, which is why from the beginning of the debate we were talking about using the other alternatives, okay? This doesn't priority. The conservation doesn't have to be the priority because it's not what we depend on in everyday life we're living. For instance, if I will tell you, to just give you statistics of what's going on, we do have industries emitting 75% of carbon in the atmosphere. And also domestically, we do have 15 from domestically, for 15% being emitted in the atmosphere. And also, well, to not forget that we existed, first of all, we already had a carbon dioxide there. And was struggling surgery, okay? And probably those are the things that we can see. There are many other emitters that we don't even know that exist, which also contribute 15% of it. And I wonder what I was waiting for you guys to just come here and explain to me what you're going to use so that you can prove us wrong, so that you can prove us how you're going to take all this carbon dioxide that's being emitted in the atmosphere out. And just give her an idea, or maybe can I ask her a question? If you have a disease, what do you prefer? Cure? Would you be cured from a disease or instead of prevent the disease?
If any opposition was to be proven today, if the proposition was to take this debate, they were supposed to come here and show us how the prioritization of the conservation and protection of natural ecosystems will actually help to combat climate change, which the proposition team failed to do in today's debate. We came here showing them what we call the hazard affect sectors, which are actually stronger than the ecosystems. We told them that the ecosystem only has the ability to actually fight against carbon emissions, but the hazard affect sectors actually have other emissions which include nitrous oxide and methane, which cannot be fought against by the ecosystem. What are we doing in today's debate? We came here telling them, instead of prioritizing the conservation and protection of the natural ecosystems, let us prioritize what we call the fight against the hazard affect sectors. Because the natural ecosystem, we said we are prioritizing the fight of the hazard affect sectors because we still have the natural ecosystem on board. It is automatic, it works automatically. But this can't work out for itself. Judge, this is what you have to prioritize. The fight against the hazard affect sectors, they're the most vulnerable. They're bringing the most dangerous emissions. They're bringing the life-ending gases. And why should we fight against? And actually, they fail to prove to us how the natural ecosystem will fight against climate change. They are saying we conserve the natural ecosystem so that it will support life, and after supporting life, what will happen? Will life actually protect us against climate change? Judge, for any reasonable attention to be made on this debate, actually, the opposition team must take to this debate because the opposition team failed to prove to us their case. They failed to prove to us how the conservation and protection of the natural ecosystem was actually the solution to climate change. They have a standing plan which is planting trees. How will trees fight against the ammonia? How will trees fight against the methane? Judge, I welcome you to our side. I welcome you. Thanks.
You said that the motion can be for your side, but it is impossible because I'm going to give you some reasons that says that it is impossible. You come us and tell us that there is some sectors that causes some metals, some things that pollute air and the climate. But what we say that we can have some trillions from World Bank and we invest them in eco-friendly technologies as a measure for fighting combat climate change, and also you can lifting up some taxes for those industries that cause emissions into air. Listen. So as a proposition, the debate can be for us because what we are saying is totally understanding.
Wait a minute, Judge. I will ask for this reply speech to be retaken because it's the first speaker and it's actually not an issue.
You have to cure? Would you get a disease and get a cure or prevent the disease? If you know someone has an HIV, would you go and get the HIV so you spend your whole life with medicine or instead you would have saved yourself? What are you doing? Critical thinking mean, come on, you've got to think of that. You're not going to spend your entire life to be innocent when you can predict yourself.
Just have to say.